And the Russians have come in on multiple avenues of approach, and where they've advanced so far, and I'll give you a rough approximation, is essentially in this area, which means they're kind of on the outskirts of Kiev, certainly in this area as well, over here, and then what's really important is the advances, essentially what they've made down in this area. So that tells you where most of the fighting is taking place right now. Most importantly, obviously, is a focus on Kyiv, absolutely essential. That's the center of gravity, the definition of which is everything hinges on the success that Putin can have there. If that can hold out, if that can be resisted, if the Ukrainians can continue to hold, they will achieve a tremendous success. When you try to win everywhere, which is the Russians are trying to do, they're trying to win everywhere. They're committing forces in all of these areas in a significant way. If you try to win everywhere, you will win nowhere. So what the Russians are really trying to do is pour in on Kyiv, and then if they can achieve an objective in one of these, what I would call economy of force locations, kind of an alternate location, that'll be a big victory for them, and they'll really push some disinformation on that.
It's tough going there on the north coming into Kyiv, and perhaps that's the reason why it appears Belarusian troops may be joining the Russian troops. That's according to Ukrainian intelligence. What do you think about that?
Right, and that's absolutely a great point. Let me highlight this. This is the Dnieper River. Important to keep that in mind. What's important now is that when the Russians came in, they came in on the west side of that river. They did not separate their forces wisely, because if they got into Kiev, they would have had a difficult time supporting each of those elements across the river. So what the Ukrainians have been doing is they've been cutting some of these bridges across there, and so the Russian forces are getting tied up in this area right now. Therefore, center of gravity, they need some additional forces, and so they're going to bring some forces in from Belarus. That's additional firepower, additional maneuver, additional infantry. Those forces have not been committed, and they've already been through exercises. They were exercising with the Russian forces, military exercises, a few weeks ago. So they are fresh, they are ready, and they have increased their preparedness as a result of that. They're now going to be committed. So I would see that this would be a significant place that we really need to continue to pay attention to.
Μάλιστα. Πέμπτη μέρα